I'm just going to come out and say it. A majority of white people wish that they were black. They wish that they had the ability to create or invent. They wish that they had the ability to wear a variety of hairstyles. They wish that they had the ability to dance. They wish that they had original fashion. They wish that their style was memorable. They wish that they were able to turn heads in public. They wish that they could spend more than 2 hours in the sun. They wish to be desired. They wish that they could smell as good as black people. They wish that they were as superior as black people. They wish that they were as athletic as black people. Even wish that they were indigenous and could be gifted an entire planet from the Most High. They wish that they could excel at music and the arts. They wish that they could be scholars like black people. They wish that they were as intelligent as black people. They wish that they could even cook like black people. They even wish that they could look as cool as black people do in their cars, which explains why they have the windows rolled down at all fucking times. And the real big one, they really wish that they could age as gracefully.
I love that he clocked his people's tea. I love to see white people that are actually honest. I really do. And I always tell y'all that love and hate lives on the same spectrum. They love you so much that they start to hate you. All that superiority, it's really inferiority in reverse. Why? If you are so tired of people, because now they're trying to co-opt and colonize black fatigue, right? If you're so tired of people, why are you always in our comment sections? Why are you always watching everything that we're doing? If I don't like somebody and I'm afraid for my life, I'm not going to walk up to them and try to engage with them in any type of way. I'm going to walk the other way. It's not fair. It's not fatigue. It's obsession. It's admiration. It's love. It's jealousy, envy. For those who actually operate that way. And then when you look in the comment sections, there was some white people saying, this is true. This is facts. Facts on facts on facts. I mean, why do you think movies like Get Out was created? Get Out. Y'all remember Get Out? Ciao. Anyways, Fred Love is the Brooklyn way. What y'all think? Do y'all agree with what this Caucasian man had to say? The truth shall be revealed. Ooh, and this is why they're trying to destiny swap so bad. Because they literally want to be us. They want to be the ones that was oppressed. They want to be the ones that's experiencing racism. They want to be the ones that, is on the opposite side of history. But we know who they are. We know the truth. Anyways, bye.
My daughter is one of the most basic white girls I've ever met. The problem is that recently she has joined a new friend group. 2 are black and 1 is white. They all claim to be black, and this is rubbing off on my daughter. She's never shown evidence of being black, therefore I believe she is making it up. Surely she should know. You should know. You should know. I've noticed she's been distancing herself from her white friends and just sits in her room posting TikToks of herself rapping. Giggity. The other day, my daughter and her new friends were in the kitchen talking when I overheard my daughters say a peer of theirs wouldn't understand something because she is white. I pointed out to my daughter that she herself is white. In response, she stormed to her room and isn't talking to me. Am I wrong for calling out my daughter? If your daughter wants to be black, let her be black.
She can't be black, Pete. This is ridiculous. She can't be black.
No, but don't stop her from being black.
Is that wrong to say that? They're going to pull this up and be like, you said she's not black.
It will turn into a thing where they're like, it's not offensive to say someone's not black.
Yeah.
Because I identify as a black man.
Yeah. Do you think that could happen?
Can you identify as a black man? No?
I don't think they take it seriously.
Well, because I think the black people will be like, no, you don't.
Why is it okay to change sex?
I don't know.
You don't want none of this. You don't want none of this. You don't want none of these like this. Are you on your own here, buddy? You're on your own.
How do you feel about white women who wear like box braids and get BBLs and skin tans and things like that?
Do it. I feel like if they want to do it, it's fine. I mean, it might look like a cultural appropriation type of thing, but I mean, if they like it, go for it.
Okay. Why did you say don't do it?
At least make it look good if you are going to. They never do. They never make it look good.
But don't box braids always look good on a white woman?
Play the cricket sound when you... Excuse me?
But okay, so...
Not always. I have seen a few where it's like, okay, maybe it do look nice.
Why can't white women wear box braids, but black women can wear like 613 blonde wigs and things like that?
Because blonde is not a culture. I could be born black and have blonde hair. I could be born black and have red hair.
But how common is that, honestly?
It's not saying it's common,
right?
But it's not culture. You're not going to see anybody birthed with box braids coming out their hair.
That's true, but I mean, you're also not going to really see a black woman with blonde hair.
It's very rare.
It's one tribe. It's one tribe.
It's very rare, but it's possible.
Is that your style?
Yeah, totally is my style.
Go for it.
See?
It'll rock.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think so. 3.
But don't you think she's trying to look black?
Never tell a customer no. Even if you think no, it's always yes. You hear me? So we're going to tell her how fabulous she's going to look in this outfit.
But look at her.
No. Look at her. Look at her.
But she's white.
What the hell does that mean? We don't see color. It's 2015.
Thank you.
You never say that. Ever.
But they're trying to take away our style, and I just think they're...
Hey, don't say that. You can't say that. You really owe her an apology.
Don't white people do this to us all the time?
Oh my God. It doesn't make a difference because at the end of the day, we're all sisters. Like, I gotta compose myself. Give me a second. But you really do owe her an apology. She shouldn't do it to you, and you shouldn't do it to her either. I'm serious. I'm so serious right now. I can't believe y'all got me. How did this happen to me?
How you get freckles all over your body though?
What?
How'd you get those?
The sun.
Like, did you spawn in with those?
Yeah. No, the sun.
Damn. I got freckles too. It's all freckles.
Yeah. I'm waiting for them to connect
So you gonna end up black one day.
one day.
Yeah.
If I try hard enough.
That's your goal?
Maybe. I'm trying. It's gonna take a while.
It is gonna take a while. Wait, how old are you?
19.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Bro, that's somebody's daughter. That's why I don't want a daughter, bro. I refuse to have a daughter, man. If I have a daughter,
She's cool.
I'm just gonna kill
I
that.
actually wanted to be black. No, I wanted to be black because everybody was either Indian or black. I was like, well, I don't want to be Indian. No, I was with my family. I was raised in Africa. But yeah, I wanted to be black because everybody was black and all of my friends were.
Are you gonna be when you grow up?
Barack Obama.
Who?
Barack Obama.
You're gonna be Barack Obama?
Who was he?
My color is white.
Mm-hmm. Your skin is white.
Because I'm white.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not black.
No.
And I want to be black when I grow up. And then I will be a big kid. When I be a big kid, I will be black.
Okay.
So yes, I was instantly infatuated and fascinated with Black people because I believe that they were God's favorite. God spent a little bit more time creating them and put a little bit more love into creating them. So yes, I believed they were the superior race, and going forward in life with that mentality, I just always loved Black people. I always wanted to be around them. I always just thought they were the coolest people. And I was fortunate enough to grow up in a fairly diverse area. So I had many Black friends. Most of my friends were Black or people of color. And I was very quickly exposed to Black music and Black talent. Something that my mom really instilled in me was that racist white people were jealous of Black people because they were so multifaceted and multi-talented. They could sing, they could dance, they can act, they could, make a house a home, they can cook, they can clean. Like, there's literally nothing that Black people can't do. Like, they are multifaceted, they are multi-talented, and it made sense to me as a little kid that, that was what racism was. It was jealousy. Let's be real. Racism 100% stems from jealousy and envy. And I think people who are racist usually have an insecurity within themselves that they have to spew this hatred onto to other people, because it just doesn't really make sense. Racism doesn't make sense in my eyes.
I've always wondered, what is white suburban kids' obsession with the hood and Black people from it? And the reason I think now is because it reinforces white supremacy, and I'll explain what I mean by that. But before I do, I want to preface this message saying that I'm all for unity, peace. I do not believe in racism and stuff like that, but I believe in us coming together from a fair, respectful, grounded, equal exchange, and not a fetishized perspective, which a lot of the times it is. But don't worry, that's what, pages like me are for, and my YouTube channel, Alex the Virgo. Make sure you go subscribe. But the reason why I say a lot of them engage unconsciously, I'm not even saying on purpose, with black people from the hood so much and glorify that, is because it reinforces white supremacy. Is because think about it. You hardly ever see a lot of these same type of white people that, you know, listen to a bunch of hood music, date a bunch of black people, talk like us, even if they've never lived in the hood a day in their lives, they never experienced that struggle. You never see those same type of people gravitate towards the more educated, the more, you know, financially well off, prestigious, I guess you could say, black people that may be more in their class or level, right? And that's because whenever you think of white supremacy, white privilege, for those systems to work, somebody has to be supreme and the other person has to be on the bottom, right? Hence those hood black people. I'm not saying that a lot of them are like consciously thinking this, because a lot of people are ignorant and not even aware. But on top of being around those black people, giving them a form of escapism, because it's like, if you've never struggled before, if you don't know what it's like to be around that lifestyle and you get a chance to engage in that, I'm sure you would, because at the end of the day, we as humans like to seek thrills, things that make us fun. That's why people do drugs. That's why people date people who aren't good for them, etc., because it's a thrill. And it's like being around that lifestyle is a thrill, but also at the same time, it reinforces their white privilege. Because it's like a lot of these suburban white people, they can talk like us as black people. They can listen to our music, the King Vons, the Young Boys, whoever. The white girls can date the black men. The white men can date the black girls, say nigga or whatever, hang out in the hood and all that, right? But they don't actually have to engage with the struggle that comes with being black, that creates that language, that creates that coolness, that creates all this amazing art that we make. They can chill in the hood, have fun, and talk gully geechee where I'm from and stuff like that all they want. But at the end of the day, they get to go right back home to their whiteness. They can go right back home. They don't have to worry about the microaggressions, the systematic oppression that we go through. Basically, they can engage with what it means to be black from a safe distance without actually having to deal with the repercussions and negative effects of what it means to be black. That is literally one of the pillars of white supremacy, is for black people to be used and fetishized, seen as a spectacle that is to be engaged with from an entertainment level and not as people. So I think this is what draws a lot of suburban white people to hood culture, hood black people, etc., is because, you know, it's a thrill. And without them even realizing, it reinforces that white supremacy of them being able to engage with things without actually having to put back into those things or really see the struggle that comes with it. And, you know, it's just attractive and fun or whatever like that at a certain point in time in your life.
This is reason 10,000 why racism is rooted in jealousy. Tell me why I received this message of a white man saying, well, you look like you've dated black men, and if you have, none of us want you. I didn't know this was an attitude that a lot of white men hold, but apparently they think that white women who sleep with black men or with brown men, they become tainted in some way, and they no longer want that white woman. But this is absolutely rooted in jealousy, because why would it matter to them unless black men made them feel insecure? There is something about black men sleeping with white women who they view as their possessions that really gets them feeling angry, like they aren't good enough, because let's face it, they aren't. And white men are obsessed with black men's penises. Like, they talk about it often online. You'll see comments like, I bet she takes black dick or whatever. And it's fucking weird and genuinely unsettling how much they talk about black men. If they weren't insecure, if they didn't feel jealous, then why would they talk about it? They wouldn't. Genuinely so embarrassing on their end, because quite literally anybody can see through like what they're doing.
Began life in Germany as a light-skinned blonde girl, making headlines around the world when she had injections to change the colour of her skin.
Over the past 2 years, Martina Big has radically altered her appearance in order to become a black woman. And this morning has followed every step of her controversial story.
When I was younger, I admired the curves of Pamela Anderson. My next step is going to pump up my lips also. My eye color has changed. My eyebrow color has changed. And I can feel in myself that I'm changing to a black woman. I like the curves of black women, and I want to get them step by step.
Well, Martina is here now alongside her new husband, Michael. And good morning to both of you. Thank you.
You said white women try to be like black women? In what way? What do you mean?
From the hairstyles to the outfits to everything. No shade.
We can actually keep on.
Don't you think it may be vice versa though with that?
Can't be vice versa.
You can't raise
but
nobody
online though, on TikTok and Instagram and all the other stuff, you can see fucking white bitches trying to be like black bitches.
I'm not trying to hear what he's talking about.
Like, wish they had
He don't know because he the good boy. He don't be outside like how these niggas.
All right, well, it's nice to meet you guys. Have a good one. That's crazy. It's crazy to me how they I'm gonna just stop right here real quick. It's crazy to me how they always like turn up and get upset. I'm like, bro, why can't we as black people just ever have a conversation that's just like, maybe we disagree, maybe we don't, but why does it always have to like escalate into somebody getting mad or upset?
Y'all be wanting to be black so bad. It's kind of like funny, bro. Like all the girls trying to recite like young boy verses and put on lashes and be like, man, y'all boy ain't even like. Or like the white boys who be like, man, y'all boy tripping and me trying to like overdo the black scent and get fades and listen to like Vaughn. Why are y'all always like, why is it always either Vaughn or Young Boy or both? Like, bro, get your own shit. It's not cool. You look stupid. Even like a lot of the like Hispanic people in the community wanting to say nigga, Asians taking from black American music and turning that into K-pop and wanting to have locks and streetwear. It's like, who doesn't want to be a black American? Well, I mean, until it's actually time to like, protect the culture and stuff like that. Then nobody wants to be black besides black people.
POV, you're a white girl who fantasizes about being black to fulfill some sort of inner dialogue you have about not being the oppressor and to distance yourself from whiteness. Black and I'm proud. All of the races can sit the fuck down.
Can we stop pretending like the world revolves around black individuals? Women are not getting lip filler or even hands because they want to look black.
Okay, then why do you do it? And that's a serious question because my entire life I've heard, look, Lou, I got almost as dark as you. Y'all say that proudly. Then why do you do it? I mean, obviously you think that darker skin and fuller lips look better. I mean, you're not doing it to look ugly, right? And you know what the sun does to your skin. You know that it will kill you. And y'all will risk life and limb to lay out in that sun, to lay in a bed, to go do whatever to get this dark skin. And then you say, we don't want to look like y'all. Then why do you do it?
You realize that a lot has been happening when it comes to white people or white folks, especially the young people, the Gen Z, wanting to identify themselves as black people. This is because of a lot of things. You realize that black people are very resilient people all over the world. You realize that history in the United States of America has made the black people to be very resilient. And you realize that one thing is that sometimes individuals who feel disconnected from their own heritage or community looks to black culture because they perceive it as deeply resilient, expressive, and rich in community solidarity. They might learn there is solidarity, also identity, because black people have always been giving solidarity to one another, and you realize that they shaped a lot in the United States of America. In terms of culture, a lot of white people want to identify themselves with the black culture, and black culture is rich in terms of music. There is culture in terms of dressing, in terms of everything, and they have shaped the culture in the United States of America when it comes to matters, music, when it comes to a lot of things. And a lot of people believe that they want to identify themselves with this black culture. Therefore, this is why a lot of white people want to identify themselves as the black culture. Black culture is all about happiness, the joy in the black community. Realize that they live as a communal and they live in a happy way. And that's why you see a lot of white people want to identify themselves as black or identify themselves with the black culture, and also in terms of everything. And therefore, these black people have always been very joyful people, and the joy in black people has always been admired by a lot of white folks, and therefore they want to identify themselves as black people. We also need to agree of one thing. Black is very magical. There is beauty in black, and therefore white folks want to identify themselves as black because of the beauty around the black melanin. Also, the black melanin, you realize that it protects black people from direct sunlight. And therefore, they want to also identify themselves as black. They admire being black. They admire the beauty in black. They admire the melanin that black people have. Also, in terms of inventions, black people identified a lot of things. Well, you realize that someone like Jane Elliott said that black people were here in the United States of America, and therefore Columbus never discovered America, but black people discovered it. Also, black people invented a lot of things, and therefore they admire these black people. And Black people have always been living in a harmony way, and therefore white people want to identify themselves as Black people, and they admire a lot of things from the Black people, the hip hop culture in music, a lot of things they admire Black people, and therefore one thing that I understand is that Black people are very resilient, and therefore most of the people admire the resilience in Black people. Admiring Black people is good, but one thing we need to know is that let people not admire Black people or identify themselves as Black people only to satisfy their needs, Therefore, if you have found this video to be of much importance to you and of joyful to you, you may click the like button, subscription button, and also the notification button. Don't forget to put your comments in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Let's meet next time. Thank you and thank you.